So now let's look at adding a roof system. So I'm going to grab the section box here that I've used in cropping down so we can get different visibility. I'm just going to move this up again so we can actually see to the roof area. And we're going to start building, we can actually start building the roof right in this 3D view. And I'll do that just to mix things up a little bit. So we're going to go to architecture. We're going to select roof by footprint. It's going to ask us what level we want it, and we really want it at the top of steel. Remember, this last piece of steel up here is where the roof is going to sit on top of. I'm going to automatically be selected for, or I am automatically selected for basic roof generic. Make sure yours says the same, and it says 12 inches. And that's enough for a roof deck, and then insulation and some slope. And while we're on that idea of slope, these are flat roofs, but if we don't uncheck this, it's going to try to make it a pitched roof, so make sure that define slope is off. If you end up with those triangles showing on each one, you need to turn those off so that you don't get any pitches to your roof. And we're going to go ahead now and quickly just use the Pick Walls tool. So I'm just going to grab the walls that are on each area where I want to make my construction. So I'm quickly going around and selecting the perimeter of our flat roof. And we can actually look at this even in the site view, I believe. The site's not very clear. Let's look at level 1 because I don't have that rendered. So now we have all of the pick walls, or all the walls picked, but we have some errors in what are selected. For instance, if I grab the modify tool, I grab this wall, and I hit the space bar, it'll move to the inside. I think it will. I don't know why it's not doing that. Let me come over here and hit the space bar. It's not doing that. I'm surprised that. It's a little functional glitch, so to speak. That's going to the right wall. That's going to the right wall. That's going to the right wall. This one, I need to hit the arrows to. And that one seems fine. So now they all look like they're going onto the right inside surfaces. So all we need to do now is use the join tool. And connect all of these up. And let's go ahead and click complete. And let's take a look at that in the model view. And we have our wall system completed. Now I see a couple of things that are, that really wouldn't happen. For instance, this piece of that brick wall, we wouldn't bother to extend that up through the roof system. So we can actually change that. Where that is connected to the level atop of the parapet, we could just connect it to the top of steel. And we could do the same with these over here. So I'm just going to multiple select these and make sure that they're attaching to the top of steel. And we can do the same thing with these two. Let me grab both of those. Remember, we have that 1 foot offset. So let's go to top of steel and take this offset to 0 again. We don't need that offset. And click apply, and there nothing's punching through the roof now. And we can actually take a little peek at what's going on with that that adjustment that I just made. If I take and I pull the section box back this way right now, and we can take a little peek under the hood here, and we can see where these elements now are just coming up and touching the top of the roof system. So that's why we went to the top of steel. That's the steel here. They're all in the same alignment with each other and the roof deck. So that completes our start of the construction of the roof system. Let's add a quick first floor slab, and that should complete our construction part of the project.